my name is Lifelink. What just happened? Sorry about that. Just disappeared. I guess I hit the X button. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't understand the whole, if you make a tutorial video for like the assignment, you can't do it for the extra credit, and I was like, oh, I must have not understood. So I'm just gonna make a tutorial video of Toaster Jam, this fun little game on Steam. I don't know how much it is anymore. It was $4 when I bought it. It was like $4.36 or something. So I'm just gonna make a full tutorial on how to use it, just in case other people want to use it in the future. It's a pretty fun game. I'm going to be the Frog Toast because he's cute. So yes, these are the levels that I created for all my assignments, and they are downloadable, so if you do want to play them, these are all of this one included. I just downloaded it because I was trying to test it. All of these levels, if you put in these codes into the enter code thing here, you can actually download the levels and play them. So I'm gonna go ahead and play one of my I'm gonna play actually like just a couple levels in here. So these, I'm gonna play the second basic one, sure. Okay, so this is how you play, is that, oh, it does tell you. So so you just click and point with your mouse, and that's the direction the frog will go. So you have a certain amount of clicks before he runs out and he loses steam. And he has a little slow down effect, so like if you hold click, he'll actually see, he'll close like that. I'll go into another basic. The coffee cup allows you to, I kind of can go over it. I'll just show you, like, I'll kind of explain really the controls. But the coffee cup, that makes you propel. The coffee cup makes you like stop and choose, and then there's respawn toast and all that stuff, and I'll get into it a little bit more, but more mechanics are, if you double click, he does a little flip like that, and he loses all like mobility, but it does allow him to go like farther, and once you run out, that's what happens. So that's just kind of how the game plays. So the level editor is, you come in here. So first thing to note is the size of the canvas. I'll kind of go over everything on the side right here. So upload level is when you post it. Obviously, you have to play test it, in all obviousness, before you can actually post it. So you have to play test from start. I'm missing a marker. In order to get it, and then you can save it, and then you can test it by playing it. See, like that. Just exit the level editor. There's a guide online to teach you what everything means, because they don't really tell you. Clear everything, and then this is kind of important. This is room size. So if you want it skinny, if you want it like kind of big, even bigger, you want it really big, and you want it its biggest, you just change it. So I'm going to go about that size. So the next thing to know is this little line here, and this propels how high you want your level. So you can have the level really, really short. It won't go any lower. It won't go any lower than this. So you can have it really short, or you can have it really, really long. And I'll do really, really long so that we can put everything. And there's a limit. You can't go past the X's. Okay, so now let's get everything down here. So this is an eraser. It just kind of erases anything. So it's like, okay, I put that there. Eraser, erase that. So this little X, I'm still sorry. That little X is your start. So wherever you put this is where your toast wants to start. You could also just add the toaster and put him here. I think if you, the toaster for this allows you to kind of place him anywhere you want, so that you can so that you can like play test a certain section. And I'll kind of talk about what I mean by that in a second. So he's just kind of helpful for that reason, but for now we'll put him on the start. X, you also have your end, and then your level. You could also change the level of your ceiling, like right here. What if the other one stays? Yeah, no. With that, but you don't have to. You can just drag and move. Keep it all the way up. Okay, so now let's get into kind of the pickups and power-ups. So, you have, what did that just say? Unlockable gate? That's labeled wrong. That's not unlockable gate. So these are your toasts. These guys help you give you more propulsion. Like I said, you have a certain amount of clicks. So without them, oh, I'm sorry, I bumped a plastic thing. Without them, you eventually will lose momentum. So you kind of want to place them sparingly, but also enough so that people can like get them and not have to worry about losing like propulsion. The coffee break, as you saw, will allow you to pause and like aim if you want to do certain levels like that. Also, you can click on them if you want them to be deleted. So like this, if you want it to delete it, you just click on it once and a delete option. That also gives you other options, as you saw. So this is the jump jam. When you hit it, it propels you the way the direction is facing on this. So these little arrows turn it. So let's say you want the player to go that way, it forces the player that way. So that's kind of what the jam does. Oops. And then you have your respawn toast. And your respawn toasts work like this. So it's still there. You have a second toast to get. It's very helpful for when you're getting keys for unlockable areas. If you like need them to go back and forth between two sections, respawn toasts are really, really helpful because you don't have to like stack 1,000 toasts. You just have multiple respawn toasts, and it allows the player to get as many as you want, or get the propulsion they need to get to the next thing. So then we have our obstacles. So we have our bagels, which are just spinny little bouncy pads. They bounce you off. They also have a smaller or bigger size if you want to go like bigger or smaller. You have your saltine, which is pretty much the same thing. It's a barrier. It bounces you off of it, and you can rotate it. Oops. Just like the jam. You have your breadsticks, which are, they're kind of, the game is not completely like, I don't want to like say bad things about it. There are times where for some reason the player can just go through the breadstick really weirdly. Like if you do it like this, they somehow can go through the breadsticks. I don't know what the breadsticks are supposed to allow you, but so now we have kind of some other stuff here, right? We have, you can turn it, and then we have this, which I think is broken. Yes, this, which rotates it like that. See? So now you have a rotating breadstick. And you can rotate it the other way. And then you can stop it. That's what the hand means, stop. Rotate, stop, which means it doesn't move. So there's your breadsticks. And then you have your portals. And just like the game Portal, they work the same way. You just go into the portal and you pop out where the other portal leads you, just like that. And then finally you have this, which is what I'm talking about, sections. So let's go ahead and do a section, right? Let's build like a little miniature level. Okay, we'll get some breadsticks in here like so. There we go. So you cannot get past this without a key, and now it's gone. Okay, just like that. So you need a key, but this isn't too like hard enough. So what you need is enemies or obstacles. So you have your donuts, which if you hit them, boop, you're dead. You can make them smaller or bigger, depending on what you like. And then you have your forks. Now here's the great thing about forks. They're probably the most useful enemy or obstacle in the game because you can do so many things with them. You can turn them. You can rotate them. And you can rotate them the other way. You can do this, which makes them move back and forth like that, or the other way like that, or you can have them stop. They also can have a timer on them, so if you want them to wait 60 seconds before it moves, they should do it, although 60 seconds might be too long. The game kind of has some bugs sometimes. Let's do that, and let's do it for like 30 seconds so we have a delay. Right? Yes. See how there's a delay? So you can put a delay on it of up to 150 seconds. So the forks are kind of useful. There's also really cool things you can do with them, which I can show you right now. If you do this and have all the forks, all their little screws at the bottom that you see there, touching like this, and then spin them all the same direction, they'll all spin together like so. So the forks give you a really cool thing like that. They can do the same thing in like threes. So let's like see. They can spin in threes. They can spin in twos. And they can even, I think, they can, I think they can only spin together, but you have this ability to do that. And their little things here are also like not, so if you wanted, it's not a solid thing, so if you wanted to, you could put something in the middle here, like that, and then like that. So, a lot of levels people, sorry about my mic, a lot of people put the ending between them, so you have to like maneuver between them to get them. So that's just some fun things that you can do with that. So we can kind of make here a little level. Boop, boop. Just put some stuff here, right? And then let's go up into this section and let's do another kind of gate. Right, and then we can take our toaster here and move them up here to kind of playtest this. Here we go. Oh, hold on. I didn't finish. Sometimes they break. I don't understand it. The editor is not, the game is not the best, I will say. It's kind of rude to say, but they have their oops, we need some toast up in here. So, like I said, that's kind of everything that it has to offer. Really simple stuff, but you can make a lot of interesting things with it. And then to post it, right, let's go ahead and boop, boop, boop. Let's go ahead and do that, and we can put the exit here, like so, right? If you wanted to post it, you can do a playtest from start. And then if it's a no, and actually we should probably, well, yeah, let's replace these with a respawn toast, because respawn toasts are just so much better. They allowed the player to so you can playtest from start if you want to post it. So that's just kind of a little level that I made. And that's pretty much everything it has to offer. I can clear everything. Yep. And there you go. You can also start, so you can start it from the top too if you wanted. You don't have to have to start from the bottom. You can start from anywhere. Most of the game has you start from the bottom. So yeah, I would also recommend that you do play through it all, because it will give you kind of an idea of what to do, like, because the game is so simple, you eventually kind of run out of ideas. So I definitely would recommend playing through the entire game before you jump into just making levels in it, just so that you have a good idea of like what the game does, because you kind of want it to follow that. Especially if you make a series of them, like I did, you kind of want some easy and some hard, because even as you get into the 40s and the 30s, there still are some levels, like this is the 40th level. Oops. And it's kind of really simple, really easy, not hard, not really that hard. So the game goes from really hard levels to really easy levels to really hard levels, so I definitely would recommend playing through it all, even maybe playing through the endless to see kind of what they do. And I definitely recommend unlocking all the toasters, because it's really cute and fun. It's a really cute and fun game. So that's kind of a little tutorial on how to use everything. There's probably some little tidbits and other things that you could do and attach things to. The guide on there is really helpful, and just looking at what the game has to offer can also really help you as well. So I hope that this tutorial video helps you. Thank you for watching.